each. The mother will vocalize and the pup will return her call. Another way that sea lions identify each other is through a breath exchange. And this can look a lot like a sea lion kiss. Now, sea lions are members of a larger group of animals called the pinnipeds. This group includes the eared seals, the true seals, and the walruses. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what a walrus looks like, right? Alright, but sometimes it can be a little tricky to tell the difference between an ear seal and a true seal, so we're going to give you a few tips. First, take a look at the side of the animal's head. If you see an external ear flap, you're looking at an ear seal just like you. Ear seals also have long, strong, and flexible front flippers, which they use to pull themselves through the water just like we do when we go swimming. Their hind flippers are used for steering. Check these out. Those hind flippers can also rotate underneath their bodies, which enables them to walk on all fours. So now all of these features make sea lions extremely mobile on land, and we're really good.
सलाम कर रहा है सलाम कर रहा है
Sometimes you can be such a show-off.
This guy's the biggest show-off I've ever met, but you know what? He's darn cute. Little hair.
Gunner, I was actually talking about you. That's okay, dude. I think they're all very impressed on how you can move, but I'm going to continue with the show now and talk about true seals because they are different. True seals have much shorter front flippers.
Shorter, smaller.
Tiny. And their hind flippers don't rotate underneath their bodies. They can't do that. So when a true seal comes up on land, it kind of has to crawl like a caterpillar. Or an inchworm. Now in the water, sea lions are fast and agile. And check this out, they have very flexible necks. Ouch. Now that is a great adaptation to help catch all of the fast-moving fish that make up their diet. And of course, all these features make sea lions superb predators. But they don't always play the role of the hunter. Sometimes it's these guys who are the prey, and they always have to be on the lookout for danger.
गहरा खतरा डूब गया गहरा खतरा डेंजर
Alright, looks like we're safe here in the amphitheater, but in the wild, there is another predator that prowls the waters. Stalking quarry, just waiting for the right moment to strike. The sea lion predator.
Shark.
Great. What? Shark? Yes! Some people over there thought that was funny, Gunner. This is a tough crowd. Alright, Drew, what do we do about that, buddy? Come on, shut up. Alright, you two. I thought that was a pretty good impression, but this really isn't something we should
नहीं इसमें कर
worry
रहा हूँ
about.
इसमें सही हो जाएगी
Sharks are in some serious trouble right now. Due to overfishing, some shark species have decreased by as much as 80%. And at this rate, many will soon die out. And this is really sad because
तो तालियां मार रहे हैं ये शार्क यार मरने वाली है तो वो तालियां मार रहे होगी ये मार
okay, people, hold on. Let's not encourage him. I guess I can see how this might look good from a sea lion point of view. Yeah, but in the long run, this really isn't good for anyone because the shark populations go down, nature's balance will upset, and the whole food chain could be threatened. That is better. So strange as it may sound, we need sharks. In fact, survive. Now, in the wild, sea lions spend a large part of their time in the water avoiding predators like sharks and chasing after prey. They use a method of swimming called porpoising. This is when they leap out of the water, take a really deep breath, dive back in, and continue their forward momentum. Using this method, sea lions can reach speeds in excess of 15 miles per hour. And this is a great form of physical exercise. But life here at the aquarium can be just a bit more laid back. See what I mean? Think about it. They don't have to worry about predators. They get plenty of fish. And the trainers pretty much cater to them all day long. And with all this nurturing, our animals and trainers get to be pretty good buddies. Why don't we show you what we mean? Hit it! So as you can see, our animals and trainers have a very close relationship. You might even say this relationship is based a lot on trust. You see, Gunner trusts Duke and Duke trusts Gunner. In fact, Gunner trusts Duke so much, he knows he can put a fish in Duke's mouth and Duke won't eat it. Geez, you guys are a tough crowd. You know, I'd like to see you guys go home and try this with your dog and a piece of steak. Good luck. All right, Gunner, why don't we take this up a notch? Gunner knows that he can even turn his back on Duke, and when he turns back around, he's right there in Duke's mouth. Another way that we build upon our relationships here is through enrichment. Enrichment enhances our animals' quality of life in many ways, and it comes in many forms. This item right here is just one of Duke's many favorite enrichment toys. And sometimes it's hard to tell who has more fun with this play, the animal or their trainer. Another form of enrichment is the training. Training compels our animals to think through complex problems, so it's mentally stimulating. A real head scratcher. High energy behaviors also help keep our animals physically fit. And of course, we train them to join us right out here in the Aqua Theater so that we can share with all of you the respect that we have for these amazing animals. So that about wraps it up for Duke's portion of the show. I think he did a pretty good job. What do you guys think?
Yay!
So now as Duke makes his way back home, we are going to get ready to bring out one of our older, a little